Everyone is ready for Talk to Me Tuesday, and so I have just a little bit to share with you guys. So here is my UFO board. Might have gotten a little crazy with it and carried away, but it is what it is. It's extra, just like me. What can I say? But I have everything listed. Um, the categories that I put them in were pretty much the categories that are on the form that you fill out to submit your UFO. So I got needs spacing, needs quoting, needs binding, needs label. And whenever they get it, I put an X in the box. If it's something that I'm already working on that's in progress, I just put half of an X. And where it gets a little extra is I've been putting the dates that I've been working on something. So that way, if I ever feel like, man, I'm not really getting anywhere, I can look at the poster and be like, I'm doing quite a bit. So, for instance, Singularity Ombre, I worked on it for 2 days last week. The 11th and the 12th, but I got a quarter done. Um, so that's progress. I got a quarter done in 2 days. And these aren't days that I'm spending all day in the sewing room just quilting. These are days where I either quilt or piece something for about an hour or two because that's all the time that I have. So I'm happy with that progress. The 13th I took off. I did absolutely nothing that day, but I decided to put one giant stitch for mankind up on the design wall just because I know it was the one quilt that I needed to finish piecing that so much had to be done. And I felt like it was just gonna just take a lot of time, so why not get it done early and power through it? So I did. So, like I said, from the 14th until today, which is the 18th that I'm filming, um, I worked on the spaceship quilt, which I haven't done. Um, the pattern, like I said, comes from Kelly Fanning, and here it is. So we have a rocket, and I love the thrusters down at the bottom of it. That's just so much fun. Um, so I added some of my own fabric in here. I originally bought this as a kit from the Fat Quarter Shop. I bought it as a kit, and I decided to make it my own. All the red fabric is mine. They're just different scientists like Einstein, Tesla, Hopper, um, Turning, Bell, and then, and I actually really love the red mixed in there. So it gives it that red, white, and blue look to it. And then I added in this fabric right there, that purple looking fabric. It's called Cosmic Dust. And I had originally, I'm freezing, I originally bought it for the background because I was going to change the background. Believe it or not, I wasn't going to do this blue. I was actually going to do that cosmic right there. But at the last minute, I changed my mind, and I'm so glad I did. Matt he loves it, so it has become his. So with that fabric that I had bought, the Cosmic Dust is what it's called, is from Blank Quilting. I'm actually going to be making pillowcases to go with this quilt. So that will be fun. And the fabric, if you ever want it, it is NASA. It's Out of This World with NASA from Riley Blake. And they still sell it. I had bought the kit. They no longer have the kit, but they do sell like all the yardage of it on the backwater shop. The background, the backing, they did not have at the time, because when I originally bought it, they only had the kits available. So I bought the backing from Missouri Star Quilt Company, and it's still out of this world. But instead of the white, I got it in gray. So just like my spaceship is white with that print, the backing is going to be gray with the little astronaut dudes. But I want to tell you what happened with this quilt. So I had, last night, I finished up a row. And I was like, well, I got one more row to do. I'll do it tomorrow, which is today. And I was looking at it on the design wall. I was looking at this particular block right here because it was looking a little funny, and I'm like, what's wrong with it? Come to find out, I had turned that block around, and I was like, don't leave it. Not gonna mess with it. It's already sewn together in a row. Not gonna mess with it. Once the quilt got pieced today, I realized I wanted it fixed. So I managed to go into the block with my seam ripper and fix it. I'm not sure about the crazy skills that took to do that, but you can't even tell. You can't even tell, and I love it. And I'm glad that I did fix it. But this, I'm not going to fix this. So those are turned the wrong way, and I'm not even worried about it. It is what it is at this point. I don't think I have the skills to go into that, but we're just gonna leave it. So yeah, on Friday I'm gonna put this, make a sandwich for this and put it under the cutting table, and I will get back to it. But yeah, I'm well on my way, and I'm happy. And I wanted to share the reason why I started making one giant stitch. I had last year, I had watched this show, and I found out that it's a book. So I bought the book. It's called The Astronaut's Wives Club. And it's an amazing book, and it was a really great show. But it is pretty much the story of the 7 Mercury astronauts, their wives, and what they went through of getting their husbands into space. And it was a really good read. And then after I read it, I was like, man, I really want to make a spaceship quilt. And then I found out that Kelly Fanning had one giant stitch, and I was like, totally gonna make it. So that's how I ended up with that UFO. I thought I'd just share that. Like, have you ever just like read a book or watched a show and you're like, I should make a quilt from that? So that's where that came from. So, anyways, I'm rambling at this point. I will see you guys next week with some more UFOs. Until then, Have a wonderful evening and have a wonderful week, and I will see y'all next time.